It's a great pleasure to be here, and especially to be on a stage where there's only one man and 3 women. Because this is how I generally feel on a stage, because I'm the only woman there, and it's always men. And now it's a pleasure to see Mr. Velu taking my role. 30 years of FLO and 50 years of FICCI, and FICCI gets the Chief Minister and FLO gets a Member of Parliament. So it just shows us we have a long way to go, and I'd like to thank FLO for inviting me, and it's a great pleasure to share the dais with Sudha Shivkumar, National President FLO, Dr. G.S.K. Velu, President FICCI Tamil Nadu. He's been a friend to our family and also the neighbor of the Chief Minister now. And I should thank him for the gifts he's given me, and he's made me a very happy person today. He's promised a camp in my constituency, and also I look forward to the day when you're starting a cancer center in Thoothukudi district. The chairperson of FLO Chennai, Raji Raju, the talented singer also, today I've discovered, and my dear Mrs. Indra Mohan and Dr. Pratika Chari, Mrs. Usha Krishna, Akila, and all of you who are here. I thank you all for inviting me once again, and it's always a pleasure to look at a room full of women with a few men here and there, and to see women achievers, confident women, as when Ms. Raji Raju was speaking, she said, believe, build and become. You are a woman who believed, built and become. So it's a pleasure to be here in front of women who are confident, who achieved, and who've made a difference. Because there was a time where they wouldn't even open the doors for us. We had to break open the doors, and there are many women here who broke down the doors so that the women can step out. Today we are trying to break the glass ceiling. I will not say that the glass ceiling has been broken. We are chipping at it, desperately trying to, but we will. Very soon the glass ceiling will be broken, and nothing can stop us after that. But in that process, in that travel, in that experience, what is amazing is that you're reaching out and taking with you. I mean, it's amazing to know that you reached out to 4 lakh families in Tamil Nadu, and you helped them, and changed their lives. So that is something which is very remarkable as we work towards achieving our goals. Taking along people, and I think as our Chief Minister uses this word, the Dravidian model. That is what the Dravidian model means. It is inclusiveness. It's not letting anyone out and not leaving anybody behind, but bringing everybody together. And I think FLO is doing a remarkable job of that, and I congratulate all of you for the work you've put in, and also for empowering women, because first, the biggest hurdle is to believe. We've been taught behind every woman who has achieved, there is a society which stands behind you and says you can't do it. So every achiever has to believe, start believing, because they keep telling us it's not possible for you as a woman. I remember when in Parliament, when UPA was, during the UPA government, when the Women's Reservation Bill was brought in, a very senior parliamentarian stopped me and said, you want reservation in Parliament, in assemblies, but why don't you go to war? Why don't you go join the military? Why aren't you fighting for that? I said, we're also fighting for that, we would like to do that too. And then he didn't, of course, people like that can't listen, they can't hear, they can only talk. So he continued, he said that, how many men have lost their lives protecting all of you, and you want to get into the Parliament. So I said, do you know how many women have died delivering those people who've been sent to the army? What happens if we stop? These kind of questions. I mean, it is sad, but still, we are far behind in the maternal mortality. How many women die? But we are not respected for the sacrifices we make. We can count the number of women parliamentarians and women in assemblies, women in the cabinets. How many are there? So, first is believing that you can. And I think FLO is doing a great job in that, trying to reach out to women, trying to tell that they can, empowering them, teaching them, opening up doors to them, and making them believe that they can do what they want to do and what their dreams are. And building. Statistics around the world says that the greatest drawback for a woman from achieving her goals is lack of exposure, lack of networking, especially when it comes to business, and she is not able to access her assets. Even in politics, women who are in politics do not have access to assets which are so-called in her own name. Today we have laws which say that woman has a right to property. But how many women fight for it? How many women are given that? I know women who are not even allowed on the boards of their family businesses and who have to fight for that because they are women, not that they are less than anybody. So this is how it is. So to build this space, this FLO, this organization actually goes a great way in empowering the woman to network, to understand, to see others' achievements, and to believe in herself, and then to become what she wants to be. So I think 30 years of making people believe, building, and making them become what they want to. I think huge applause to all of you for continuing to do that, for chipping away at the glass ceiling, and now we can see the cracks. I'm sure that we will be able to break it and fly really high. Today, when we talk about women in the workforce, Tamil Nadu is one of the top states in number of women in the workforce. But still India lags far behind. In Tamil Nadu, our women are doing more PhDs compared to the rest of the nation. Our women are going to colleges. Our women are great achievers, and every year when the results of the 12 come out, we see women toppers, girls who are topping the list. But then somewhere down the line, we lose them. Where are they? We see names of achievers, sports people. Where are they? Where do they get lost? Men don't. They continue. Sometimes I think it is the sacrifices which we are made to believe we have to do as women.